That's a jailbird, right?
I heard that. I've heard about Dan Quayle.
Yeah, I did too, under the bush, with a bush on top. But anyway,
How do you do
where
that?
was I? Which is it, dark meat or white meat?
Who, what?
Quail.
It's
Not
just
quail,
like a
not
chicken.
quail.
It's not a lot of meat.
I mean, pheasant.
But light and dark.
Is
Yeah.
that right?
And the quail were the best. Country style, smothered in gravy, rice, potato salad, beans, cranberry sauce.
Now, who was along with you?
Me and Walter.
That sounds like a Thanksgiving dinner.
Boy, it was great.
Well, how did you throw a hint to do that, or what?
No, it all actually got started. We went up to a place up near Plymouth in Washington County, hunting, and we got a number of birds, quail, and a couple of pheasants, and they were going to cook them up. And the #1 wildlife chef, Derwood Hines, cooked it.
Ooh, he's a good
That's
cook.
good. That's one thing he can do.
Yeah, he laid a cooking on it. And
He can eat. Derwood can cook.
And it was very, very
Now, how
good.
many of you got together?
Oh, you're going to strain my brain now.
Was there a whole group? I mean,
That was
'cause-
about 10, I think.
yeah.
10
And these are your
folks.
hunting buddies,
Yeah,
right?
that was for
One day-
lunch, mind you.
One day, if I send an empty lunchbox, would you fill it up or put a few?
He won't think
Come
about
back
it.
the same way.
Yeah,
everything.
it'll be empty.
Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you something, Diane. Don't you think next time we get those real nice biscuits, we say sorry.
Well, that's all right.
You know,
weren't
we're gonna get you to
invited.
go get some of those nice
Well-
steaks, and we're not gonna invite him.
If
yeah.
that's the way it is, well,
Yes,
that's
yeah.
all right. More,
that-
me.
But
That's
it's
all
been
right.
your way all
I mean,
that for years.
No, I tell you one thing the other
It's been
day.
your way for years.
All right, if you'd have been around last week, you could have shared in the goodies, because Jim, John, and I went up to
And me.
No, and me.
Jim, John, and me. Right.
Jim, John, and I, you nuthead.
He didn't go.
That's right. You did. Went to England, had a beautiful dinner. Man, I'm telling you, a good meal somewhat.
I can't get over those pork chops.
Yeah, those pork chops were that big, Hal, and they were the hors d'oeuvres.
I got one question.
Yeah.
Is it a long distance call from Greenville to Aden? Do I know I wouldn't hear from you? So, it's not but a few miles, and I got 4 wheels.
But let me tell you what. Not only did we have such a beautiful meal, but they gave us steaks to bring home and
Now, wait a minute, you didn't tell me that
sausage,
part.
Sausage. I mean, I must have been a 50-pound box of sausage.
Well, you got a little sausage for me, hadn't you?
Not really.
He didn't share. Well, I know he didn't.
Yeah, I
This
didn't
is
share.
the first time we've heard about this.
I'm gonna tell you. You think you're gonna take all that stuff with you when you get away from here?
No, I ate
If you
it.
don't, it's
I ate
gonna
it
be
last
burned,
week.
I'll tell you that.
Let me tell you, Woods is the one that, if you want a steak, you better see him. He got
What
most
is he
of them.
doing with the steaks?
He got most of them. He sat in
Did
the
he
back
go?
seat and put them in his pocket while we're driving home.
Well, that wouldn't be much. He's got empty pockets.
We're going to have
Jim,
to
did
go.
you bring me a steak?
We got to go.
No,
Hey.
no, and
As
not
I said, we got to
tomorrow
go. Hey, we'll take this conversation up later. We got to run this morning. And it's Education Spotlight, and on Education Spotlight, going to talk about senior games. Plus the fact that we'll take you to Roanoke Rapids for last week's Buckarama. And there's a bike trek coming up by the American Lung Association. And Dr. Driver will be here, Director of the Pulmonary Department at ECU School of Medicine. Right now, stay tuned.